myself, Professor K.K. Chaudhary, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth University, Jaipur. And today we will discuss about the topic that is the digestion. Digestion or the digestive system. The food we take have the nutrients which are used for the building block of our body, for the repair of the cells, other metabolic activities. The food have the nutrients which provide this energy. Okay. And in the process of the digestion, that is, there is breakdown of the large food particles into the simple food particles. Particles with the help of enzymes. So we can easily absorb them and easily digest them. By the breakdown of the large food particle into the simple food particles, there is increase into the surface area of the particles. Due to the increase of the surface area, there is what is the advantage that more enzyme can work on it and it can be easily digested. So in digestive system, that is composed of the two organs, that is the gastrointestinal tract or you can say that is the alimentary canal, and second is the accessory digestive organs. Accessory digestive organs. These two types of the organs compose the digestive system. Gastrointestinal tract, alimentary canal, it is a long tube composed of mouth, pharynx, stomach, intestine, rectum and the anus. Accessory digestive organs, it includes the teeth and the liver, pancreas, salivary gland, gastric gland. These are the accessory digestive organs which help into the digestion. Only the teeth are the organs which come in the direct contact of the food. Other accessory digestive organs never come in the direct contact of the food particles. So the digestive system comprises of the 6 basic processes. First is the ingestion. Second, secretion. Third is mixing. Fourth is digestion. And fifth is absorption. And the second is the defecation. These are the 6 basic processes in which the digestion is completed. Ingestion, intake of the food particle through the mouth, that is the ingestion. Secretion, there are about 7 liters of the liquid have been secreted in our body daily. Mixing, by the propulsive actions of the stomach, food is mixed properly. And in digestion start from the stomach, and in stomach there is the mechanical as well as the chemical digestion take place. In mechanical digestion, the food is broken down mechanically with the help of the muscles, and the teeth also help into the mechanical digestion. And in chemical digestion, the gastric glands and the salivary glands and pancreatic glands, they secrete the enzymes which help into the digestion of the food particles. After digestion, there is increase of the surface area of the food particles, and these are easily absorbed into the small intestine. Before small intestine, there is no absorption of any type of the food particle take place. In the small intestine, the absorption of the food particles take place. It has the finger-like projections. You can say that is the villi, which increase the surface area, and there is maximum absorption of the food particles take place. After then defecation, that is the undigested food particles, the waste material that is not required into the body is defecated out from the body through the anus. So these are the 6 basic processes of the digestion. Now there is 2 types of the digestions, that is the intracellular and extracellular. Intracellular, inside the cell. Intracellular digestion takes place into the food vacuoles inside the cell with the help of the lysosomes. Lysosome bind with the food particles and digest the material. And in extracellular digestion, that is take place into the tube-like structure that is known as the alimentary canal. And in the human being, there is extracellular digestion take place. After then we come on the digestive glands. Digestive glands, the first is the salivary gland. Salivary gland. Salivary glands are formed of the small cell-like structures known as the acids. Acids. And these acids have the myosin and the actin proteins into them, which help in the contraction and the relaxation of these actin molecules help into the contraction and the relaxation of the acids. And these acids open into the intercalated duct. And intercalated duct then open into the striated duct, and striated duct next open into the excretory duct, which is then open into the mouth. After that, secretion of the saliva, we can say these are the liquid secreted from the acids, that is known as the primary secretions. And in acids, the sodium ions and the potassium ions are absorbed, but bicarbonate ions and chloride ions are released easily. And at final stage, the saliva form, that is the hypotonic, and have the more concentration of the bicarbonate ions and the potassium ions, and the less concentration of the sodium ions and the chloride ions. That is the saliva. And it have the 99.5% water and 0.5% organic and inorganic constituents. In inorganic constituent, it has the sodium ions, chloride ions, potassium and bicarbonate ions. And its organic constituents, it have the enzymes, lysozyme, which kill the bacteria, immunoglobulin A, which act against the cancer, and salivary amylase, which work on the carbohydrates, and lingual lipase for the digestion of the lipids. This is all about the digestion and salivary glands. Thank you. Thank you.